Hello and welcome. This is rooflemonger, and my friends, we got some news for you here, and unexpected news. So right now, the Dragon Ball FighterZ National Championships are happening. These are a series of invitational tournaments held and sponsored by Bandai Namco Official to determine who are the best players in the best regions, and these tournaments are online only due to the nature of, well, you know, what's going on in the world right now, right? And, well, frankly put, we all know at the best of times, Dragon Ball FighterZ Netcode is suspect at best, and that definitely came into play here, and that is an issue, as one of the players, specifically chrisg, has basically washed his hands of the Invitational. It's still be ongoing for quite some time, and he says, no more tapped out, cannot deal with the netcode, I quit. So chrisg did finish up his first scheduled game here, and he did make a statement which we'll read in full. Dragon Ball FighterZ World Tour. I've experienced stutter before, but not like last night. I don't play PC Dragon Ball FighterZ much, and I don't do lobbies, so this was new to me. Last night's set with Reynold was an interesting one, full of mashing and dropped combos. I've played Reynold many times, and it was never this bad. It was almost unplayable, even during the first touch of death. I said out loud, this can't be real, and prayed to God I didn't drop the combo. As the set went on, I cared less and less as more combos were dropped after the third game. I legit thought about quitting. With that said, I refuse to do 6 more weeks of this. Even if I win all my matches, I refuse to play in serious situation where I cannot give it my all and have these commentators make excuses why I can't do ABC combos. With that said, I'm dropping out of the World Tour. Thank you for the opportunity. Good luck to everyone involved. I'll stick to casuals. LOL. So what has just happened here is fairly unprecedented in that this is strictly an invitational, so everyone kind of agreed beforehand, hey, we're all going to be doing this, right? And then one of your players, and chrisg, one of the most famous FGC players of all time, just straight up, right, is dropping out of the tournament due to the netcode and the online issues the game has. Now, naturally, you can't just throw this out and it just sits there and there's no response, nothing happens, right? So, on top of a billion hot takes from many people, this did merit a response from Damascus, and if you're unaware, Damascus now works properly with Bandai Namco. Damascus had the following to say: that we all hate lag, no one has fun in lag, which is why we thought the best way to have an acceptable competition is a restricted player pool, hence being an invitational, and area, and that's why it's by region. Players have been told 2 months ago about their opponents and asked to let us know if they're okay with the conditions. Going further on to say here, I'm sorry Chris, I've always been a big fan of yours, but saying yes 2 months ago and then leaving after a day because of lag is just unprofessional. You could have said, hey, I tried playing them and I don't want to enter because I'm not okay with the conditions, before instead. Anyways, we'll be working on what to do now. I'm assuming they're going to find a replacement player. I'll give details when I can, still a lot to look forward to. So, a bit of an official rebuke, if you will. Now, all that said, personally, I've watched the matches, and yes, there was a lot of big-time drops that are, like, not difficult combos, drops that really can't be explained in any other way other than it must have been pretty laggy, because those combos shouldn't have been dropped. And if you played any fighting game, let alone Dragon Ball FighterZ, right? Dropping combos or missing stuff due to lag is absolutely one of the most frustrating experiences you will ever have. That all said, it's hard to kind of point fingers in this situation, honestly. Yes, chrisg, known for being reactionary at times. I think that's putting it mildly. But you know what, man? Like, bad netcode sucks. Like, yeah, he agreed to it, all that kind of stuff. Obviously, what he tried out earlier, months ago, isn't what he had going on here. Otherwise, I guess he wouldn't have had those feelings, right? As much as I want to point fingers at the person who agreed to all this, right? It's hard, man. Bad netcode sucks. Emotions get high, especially in, you know, an official setting like this invitational. Like, if it was me and I lost every single game due to bad online, if I kind of put my name on the dotted line earlier, I guess I would grin and bear it, but that is not for everyone, right? And chrisg, he wasn't taking it. So whether or not chrisg is a hero or a villain for doing what he just did, I'll leave that to you. That is your opinion to form and make. But it is what happened, and it's big. Like, I've been at this fighting game thing for a long time, and I can't recall anything like this ever really happening before. All I can really say is yes, Bandai Namco is more than likely very aware this game could use rollback netcode, and you know what though, I think they still need to be reminded every single day. We finally got some real rollback coming up with next year with Guilty Gear Strive, and it is long time since it became the industry standard. I do believe we're going to have a little bit more netcode chat on the channel later this week, but as it stands, well, this is the news as it happened. So once again, wild and unprecedented situation. To put it bluntly, this is egg on the face of Bandai Namco, because a competitor is leaving a tournament he was invited to because he can't stand the online play. As for the fate of the Invitational National Tournament, I'm sure we'll find the new player, and whoever that player will be more than glad to take chrisg's place, right? It is certainly a big opportunity no matter, any kind of netcode issues. But other than that, my friends, I guess we're approaching the end of the video, and I'm sure you have an opinion on the matter, so let me hear it and post in the comments below. Other than that, my friends, that is it for this video, so thank you very much for watching. Hope this video's found you well. Go out and play some Dragon Ball.